Right. Now, the first thing I ought to be doing here is finding the healer woman. Because look at my life up there. The magic too. What's going on here? What gives? I closed the door. There's no such thing as closed doors in RPGs. I should be able to walk in there and raid all the cabinets and pots and whatnot and take everything of yours and leave. That's how it works. Not in Zelda. Well, there's something down here, which I'm going to just get. Let's check that table, and Link found a mirror. Not only that, though, but shockingly, he talks. I found a mirror. I found a mirror! Great! I just saved you from the table! And there's some crucifix graves. And again, just one of those things that Nintendo usually censored back then, but they didn't. In Midaro Swamp, find a handy glove. Yeah, that's great. There's the... whoa, they're flickering like crazy. Man, the sprites can't decide whether they exist or not. The inhabitants of Hyrule don't know whether or not to be part of the universe. I can give you magic. I'm sure she gave Link lots of magic. Oh, what's this? It's a monster! Whoa! Whoa! Except it's not, because look, you can talk to it. It's asleep. Does it wake up? Oh, it does.
Let me be. Master is in Wood's End of River.
What? Master is in Wood's End of River. Okay, there's probably a single conspicuous tile of woodland somewhere up north that we would have noticed regardless of whether we talked to that. But I'm surprised that he actually spoke after I talked to him for a while. Didn't expect that, to be honest. Now, I got the mirror, but I need to find out what that's all about. What's this? There's a big white... There's a big pit of water. And here's a town... There's a guardsman. Only town folk may cross this river. We don't count. That's charming. Oh, I think I remember what we got to do here. We can't get them. We can't use the mirror that we collected yet. We've got to get to the left side of town. We'll be back. We got what we needed here, the healing. I like how that mirror doesn't appear on the items screen or anything. When you collect items in the towns, you don't see it in your inventory or anything. You've got no way of knowing you have it. It just feels kind of incomplete to me. That's like an RPG Maker thing. You just have an item that you don't actually have. You can't see it anywhere. Just feels a bit amateurish, Nintendo. Well, they were finding their feet right now. In 1987 this was made? 87. Okay, this game came out astonishingly close at the same time as the Rambo NES game. Oh, whoa! Let's not undo all of our hard-earned free healing. It's like the Cheap Cheeps, except they're even cheaper. Brother. Joe's LaWoz. You know what, I do know there's a fairy. And I noticed these things are taking away 10 experience every You had to get me one last time, didn't you? I think I left there with less experience than I went in with. That's nice. This game is already revealing its insanely hard nature. It's not looking too hot for me, that's useless. Actually, it's sad we can't get the magic spell in that place, because I believe the magic spell is life. And I could do with a life in more ways than one. But I'm not going to get it. Ugh, no. Assuming, of course, I don't die right here. I've got to make sure I don't dead. Good. I thought maybe she would have transformed into a horrible monster, but no. That's excellent. Yeah, I've got to pull my socks off if I'm going to let's play this game, because... what can I tell you? It's insanely hard, as I've said. It's not going to get any easier. That is not something that's going to happen. All these boulders all over the place. If only we had something to slam them. We don't yet. I love how the laser sword... I mean, first of all, in this game you've rarely got it. But even when you do have it, it's very... it only works on the weakest enemies. The enemies that are actually hard, the enemies that are monstrously difficult to fight, it doesn't work on any of them. The ones that throw, the ones that take like 12 hits to kill, the boomerang throwers, the sword men, like this guy, you can't hurt them with the things. Yeah, you can't hurt them with the things. Even when you get to the end of this game with the maxed out stats, I never explained this before, but you can see what level each of your status attributes are at the top of the screen. Life is level 4, Magic's level 3, and the top left sword is level 3. That's a sword. I don't remember where this goes. There better be a pea bag. Okay, well, experience is nice to have. So that's not a bad thing. For whatever reason, the sword takes the longest to level up. The life is fastest. You can figure out, you can use logic to figure out how fast magic is relative to the other two for that. As if you care. I saw fairies in the world. They made me think I was going to get healed, but I forget. No. I'm making my way to there's a fairy. I want that. Come on, please. Come back, you stupid. Don't be the black. It was the black. I want one of these fairies. It's only the second dungeon, and I'm already on death's. I'm already like really nervous. I know that I'm gonna die. Oh, they're gonna get me. They got me. Can't run from those things. Well, I mean, actually, you can run from them normally, but not in the swamp. They knew that you were trapped in the swamp. So let's fight one of the big black men, why don't we? Let's see what they bring to the table in the swamp. Oh my goodness. That's not nice. I was hoping it would be something that gives you lots of juicy experience, but it's not. It's the worst thing it could be. It's a thing that doesn't give you much experience, which is quite hard to hit. You know something? The experience doesn't actually count. I really want to be healed before I go in here, so I'm going to come back when I am. Oh, look what I found. Look at this. This square here has a potion on it. Useless to me, but it exists. Actually, I just had an excellent idea. I just think I realised what I've got to do. See that monster? Ugh. Yeah, that does drain experience. That's harsh. That monster that talked about the forest in the north. Ugh. Eeh. The experience draining enemies are just so mean. It's so cruel that they put them in the game. It's like I said before, everything's so hard. Right, the North Woods, there'll be something here. Oh, fairy! Eee, fairy! Oh, well, not the fairy, but something. Because that monster said there's something in the N, which meant north. I don't know if all the kids playing the game knew that. This isn't a monster square, this was just the place on the map. There must be something here. Right? It's not the thing I want, because I know what I'm looking for. Huh? Okay, I guess I... No, yeah, it's just nothing. Well, that's weird. Okay. And again? What gives? What's with all these monster squares? Look at these guys. Not liking it. I guess that... Aha. I guess, they knew you were wanting to find the man that I'm wanting to find. So they put all of these mean... Yeah, they put all these monster spots here just to be nasty. Well, if I could manage to avoid dying, at least I can get a level up and maybe get some life from that. At this point it is worth trying that thing. I didn't know about this, I'd forgotten about this. They shove all these monster squares just to give you a hard time. Oh no. I'm using the shield. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, I didn't like it. The death of Link. Had to happen eventually. And it did. That is probably going to happen. But how many hits? Holy smokes, am I going to die again? Could this be any harder? I'm not going to get that yet. I want to get attack, really. Ugh. There's no relent in this game. There are 1-ups, but they're insanely rare. What am I even looking for? Oh, take, please. There. I'm looking for Bagger. He's somewhere up here. Let's try this roll. No. Yeah. I'm not even sure if the thing I want is here. The problem is this game, the enemies are hard to deal with alone, but when they gang up on you, it just becomes unmanageable. It just simply can't be dealt with. Ah, finally, here he is, the main man. I had to die to find you, so you'd better be grateful for that. Bagu is my name. Show my note to Riverman. Yes, Bagu gives you the note for Riverman. Bagu. I think Bagu is related to Error. Error from the first town. And how nice. The space right beside Bagu is one of these monster places. Just to make your life harder. But Bagu is related to Error. And Bagu was a mistranslation, I believe, of bug. Which is a computer term for a glitch, a bad thing you don't want in the game. Oh, I forgot about this encounter. The double boomerang mens. I didn't make Link jump that second time. Come on, Boomerang Man. You really got to have very good reflexes in this. Like, this game requires good reaction speed. Or you're dead. You're just not going to make it. And that's, I guess, part of the reason people don't like this game so much, is because the emphasis on fast reactions and good platform skills. All stuff that the Zelda series traditionally doesn't really care about. I'll be back when I've reached the town. Right. Ah, dear. I'm going to heal and then I'm going to the bridge man. As Bagu told us about. Oh, what's this? Oh, you found my mirror. Oh, you didn't need the river man to do this. My mistake. I could have talked to this woman to hand her the mirror that I found under that table, if you remember. I wish I'd known that, because that would have literally saved my life earlier. But better late than never.
Use this magic to restore your life.
Yeah. Finally, the life spell that costs 60 magic points. Oh, I never even mentioned how obtuse the magic system is. You probably wondered when you saw those numbers. Shield costs 24 magic points, 60 magic points. What on earth is that? How are you supposed to make sense of these numbers? Well, 16 magic points is equal to 1 block of magic on the top left. Which means that when life costs 60 magic to use, it means that it costs more than 3 blocks. It nearly costs 4 blocks. And we currently have 5 blocks maximum. So yeah, I've got enough to use life once. And it won't even refill my entire life bar at this point in the game. So it's harsh, what can I say? Look at all these guys. Did you see that? There was like 7 of them. Okay, I'm near the entrance to the dungeon now. Got my life spell, which I should have had to begin with. And look at that. What a nice way to enter the dungeon. Level 4 attack. I'm prioritising getting the attack level ups here. It's really better to try and get them when you're not in danger. Because you really want to level up your life meter while you're in a hostile environment. Because you want to level it up when you need to regain your health. That's the pro strats. That's what I want to do anyway. Now, we've made it back here again. Far better shape than before. I could attack that thing to get what he's got, but I'm not going to do that. I might make use of it later, though. In we go into the palace. Oh, look at this. Oh, why isn't it working there? Yeah. Yeah. Watch for the blood-dropping jar up there. Wait, what is that? Is that a jar? What is that thing? Doesn't really look like a jar to me. It just looks like a... It's just a weird shape. It's dropping blood. Honestly, Nintendo, what's wrong with you? What violence? What frightfulness? Nintendo would never allow horrible imagery in their old NES games. I mean, sure, they showed Adolf Hitler's head exploding violently, and graphically, but you know that he's Adolf Hitler, so it doesn't count. Same with the end of Monster Party, where the main character's flesh melts off again graphically, and his eyeball droops out. That was they made some stuff. Some stuff was fine. I guess so was the blood. This is nice. These things have the exact same attack pattern as the Medusa heads from Castlevania, which came out before this. So that's an interesting observation for me that I just made there. Oh, there's a locked door, okay. Already on half health, which isn't nice. The problem is, well, it's not really well, yeah, it is a problem. At this point in the game, because the life spell is so expensive, but it's also the most useful spell in the whole thing, you really want to use that. And what that means is that because it costs so much, you don't want to use stuff like shield and jump, unless you really have to. You want to avoid using those. Also, there was just nothing over there. That was pointless. It's quite strange. Always go to the left first. Oh, I didn't know you were going to shoot rocks. Of course you were, though. Why wouldn't you? I already reduced to the life spell. Watch how much this heals. I've got 4 blocks of health missing. Let's see what it does. Yeah, it healed 3 blocks exactly. Oh, great. Good. Oh, I want that, yes. But at least we can refill magic slowly. We need 3 more bottles of that stuff to fill it on 1 more bar. Well, we need 2 more bottles, I think, of magic to do another health spell. Come on, I know you want to come. And you might have noticed, we're still getting heavily damaged. Stuff is still hurting us for a good amount of health, despite a level 4 health bar. Brother, these are supposed to be easy. These are the easy guys. I'm perilously on my way to losing another life at this point, which is not something I want. But at least if I can get enough experience, I'll be able to level up the life bar and get my health back. Don't you jump down. Good, you didn't. Not jump down. Good. Good walk. Actually, if I was a crafty so-and-so, I could just come back in here and kill this thing to level up. But I'm not clever enough to think of that, so I'm not doing it. Well, since I have a key, I should probably go back up and see the thing that was up there to be seen. There was a locked door on the top floor. Oh, yeah, that is what I'm going to do, because again, there's just nothing over here. Unless there was a fake wall. There are fake walls in this game. There's walls you can walk through. Oh, how nice. That even it jumps when it hits the ground, so that when you prepare to attack it, which Shigeru Miyamoto knew you would do by crouching down, it jumps up and avoids that. Actually, I'm going to do what I said I'd try. I'm going to leave the dungeon and see if that statue here gives me the thing I want it to give me. And it did! That's nice. Here's a trick. If I hit this, and then quickly, while the magic bar is refilling, use the life spell before the magic bar fills all the way, then I'll actually... that potion continues to refill my magic bar after I cast the spell, and it'll actually heal more magic than it should have done. Not much more, but just a bit more than it would have done otherwise, so that's a trick. And you need every trick you can get your mitts on in this. Don't feel bad for exploiting stuff like that in Zelda 2, believe me. Oh, how nice. Very nice indeed. Ugh. Did that turn around? Did this come back at me? I think it did. Right back at me, just like Kirby. Now there's probably something nasty in here. Well, there'll be something nasty over here. I know there's going to be a nasty. Oh, this... well, yeah, this looks pretty nasty. Those twerps are going to jump at me. Ugh. At least these aren't crumbly blocks. Oops! Crumbly wumbly blocks are the bad ones. You jump over here. I'm not leaving you. Alright, fine. Oh, they're being very nice. Such niceness for Zelda 2, I must say. Shigeru Miyamoto has thrown me a bone. Oh, and he immediately took the bone back. with this. Oh, well, at least the first time we fought them, we had the level 1 everything. Now we're higher. He went down in 3 hits. That's nice. There's another one. Man, you know what wouldn't be nice though is if there were more strong versions of this guy that took more hits. That sure would be pretty cruel, wouldn't it? If that was to happen. Guys that took more hits, defended themselves better with the shield, attacked you more often, went faster, threw stuff at you, threw the swords at you instead of just stabbing you with them. Man, that would be really cruel. Good thing that's not happening. Oh, these things, those things can also give you potions. I'm not going to find out yet though, I'll find out later. Rather more of your... I mean, I'm happy to see the skulls, because as soon as you stab them once, you've basically just got some free experience. Just a matter of... just perseverance. Oh, that was a risky manoeuvre that I did there. Only the pros should do that, kids. The pros and me. There. Good. I want to stuff the magic. I'm going to save up for a heal of my health. See if we can get that. Where is this? Brother, this dungeon's pretty big, isn't it? What's over here? If it's anything like the other... nice. Thanks for jumping. If it's anything like the other things, which it is, there's nothing here. That's the theme here. I hope there's not another locked door down here. Hope I've not gone the wrong way. Yeah, fine. Let's get the life. So now, unless there's some free heals in this dungeon, I'm stuck with what I've got to get me through this. No more health refills aside from my life spell. Oh, I know what's in here. Oh, I don't? Yeah, yes, this is the room where the blocks fall down on you. Oh, and they've all... No, well... I am not using the jump spell. Nope. We're going to try this room again. I'm saving my magic for life. I can't... Jump costs 2 blocks of magic. That would leave me with not enough to cast life. So forget that. Wow, gotta use my carefulness there. Good, it worked. It's possible to get trapped, of course, between blocks. Or maybe you can stab them with your sword. Maybe you can do that, I don't know. Oh, it's the... Speak of the devil, it's the bad guys that I was talking about earlier. They upgraded the red thing, they've upgraded the... I think these are iron knuckles. At least he doesn't jump. Only problem is that you'll never let that shield down. And look how much damage he's doing. Look at this. Look at this. This is not a picnic. If there's any kind of trick to, like, faking these guys out, I don't know what it is. There does not seem to be a way to fool them. You know, into... Oh great, what a waste of time this all was. There's not a way to fool them into blocking. Well, at least if I don't die or leave the dungeon, he's gonna stay dead. I think. Though it's worth testing this. I'm hoping I'm gonna get a potion out of you. Which I did. Hehe. Again, let's use the life trick. There. Okay, I'm going to find the key and then I'm going to come back here. I feel like I'm exploring this dungeon in a sensible, logical way that most people would, but I keep coming up against dead ends. At least 2 of them. Let's see what's down here. Whoa! Well, it's these things, these creepy eye spirits that drop fire on you. I love how as soon as these orange guys started to become manageable, they throw the upgraded red version at you, which is suddenly not manageable at all. Shigeru throwing the bone to you and then taking it back again. And I said these guys are manageable, but he hit me for very nearly a full block of health. So 6 hits and I'm dead. That's what counts as manageable in this game. Ow. I said ow. What? Oh, crumbs. You kidding me? I think the hammer that destroys blocks must be elsewhere. Very well. I'll go back and find that. Ow. Right, I'm going to try and... at least if I level up, I'll get more magic again, which is good. That is definitely what we like to see. Eh.
Expert maneuvers. Whoa!
Stop showing off, Link.
Well, excuse me.
See, that's where your showing off gets you. Very nearly got hit. Did I try hitting this? Oh. Wow. These things are being very nice. They don't usually give you this stuff. It's a random chance of these things, these heads and statues having a magic pot in them. So it's really being... the game's been very nice. You bounce back. Now we're gonna go the way that I should have gone. I'm gonna do what I should have done years ago. Oh, great. I forgot about this little pit of death here. I'm gonna have to come back over this as well. Ow. I'm almost prefer not having the laser swords, because there's, like I've said many times, there's so little stuff that gets hurt by the laser sword that it becomes a distraction more than anything. It's just something to... it's a sound that comes out, a big jarring sound when you attack, and it puts another thing in the screen for you to look at and pay attention to, and distract you from getting clobbered by the enemies. So the poxy little laser sword isn't much use. It doesn't even go all the way across the screen like in the first game. They nerfed it. Whatever that means. What does nerf mean? We talk about nerfing things, making it weaker, but why do they say nerf? What a strange word. I've heard of Nerf guns. That's an American thing, I believe. Children's gun toys that shoot balls. So it's probably that. We don't have Nerf in Britain. At least I never heard of it anyway. I mean, it's probably here now. Everything American comes to Britain eventually. What's this? What's one of these? Nasty. They're dead. Probably another one. Yeah, there was. I think that was by memory. Ah, there's just a key over here. I should have come here at the start. Great. Well, I'll be back when I... oh, look at that 666 experience up there. Fantastic. We've got to keep that as long as possible. Except that you're not going to let me... brother. Great, the Hammer Brother is an anti-Satanism activist. Should have guessed. Link. Well, we're not going to let him stop Link from practicing his religion as he pleases. There. He's dead. I'm going to hold on to that 666 for as long as possible. I don't know why. It's not even 666, isn't even the number anymore. It's, apparently they found out it's something else. It's 616. Have you ever heard that? I've been hearing that. I don't know how they managed to misread the Bible for 2,000 years to not notice that, but apparently they did. Oh, it's 668. Oh, rats. So much for that. I mean, I'm guessing it's just... I don't know, where does the 666 even come from? I guess it's just one of those pop culture things where everybody just assumed it was... They just assumed everybody, like, that it was a real thing because everyone else talked about it, but actually it's just... It was just made up for some movie or something. Look how much life we need to experience to get to the next level. 1,200. Really takes ages. Or is it 611? It's 6-1 something now. Or so I've heard. Huh? Wait, where am I going? I've lost. I'll be back when I'm not lost anymore. I shouldn't have held on to that 666 for so long. Thing's been cursed. It's like how people think that in medieval times they thought the world was flat. But actually that's not true. They knew that the world was round since ancient Greeks. They didn't forget all of a sudden in medieval times. That was knowledge even then. So that's the myth as well. Christopher Columbus wasn't trying to prove the world was round. In fact, I vaguely remember that QI said that he was trying to prove the world was pear-shaped. Literally pear-shaped, like a pear, I think. Am I making that up? They get the facts wrong sometimes as well, though, so you can't even trust them. You can't trust anything. Stuff you. I'm not going to get enough experience before the boss anyway. And when you beat the level, you get I've got one key. You get enough experience to take you to the next level. So there is just no reason to fight anything now. Well, I could fight one of those. I could go in and out of a room with. I could go in and out of a room with the balls. Ugh. No. Oh well. No. We had a chance, but then we lost it suddenly. The game really wants you to use the jump spell here, which used to cost 32 and it still does. I was hoping that it would cost less now that I got a level up in magic, but no. The shield used to cost 24. So the shield's gone down, but nothing else has. Oh, come on. Let's chance it. Yes. Whoa. Lanky bounce. You know what? I've got a horrible feeling that I don't have an item I'm supposed to have. I better use the life now, in case that blasted knuckle man is back again. Which is not good. What? Why? I killed him! Is this another one? Yeah, this is another one, I think. I didn't have to walk this far into the room last time. As if this guy wasn't enough of a problem. The stupid slimes. They had to put those stupid slimes there. Look at this. You can't land a single hit on this bozo. I can't afford to take hits from you. Well, that's good. I hope I get more life. Well, whatever. What's through? There better be an item through here. So at least if I game over...
It's the gloves! The glaives!
Good, the power glaives. Now, I hope that that lets me destroy the blocks. Because I need to destroy a block to get to the end of the dungeon. I don't know if that thing refills its thing, so I'm not going to try it. Please destroy the blocks with the glove. Yes, good, it does. I wasn't sure if it would. At least I'm comfortable now that I'll be able to get through the whole dungeon on 2 lives like I've got. I'm not going to game over in this place. Rest assured. Eat! I was saying about the world being round earlier. They knew that in medieval times, but it was probably... You know what the truth probably was that it was the intellectuals and scholars and that knew that. So like a few thousand people in some dusty abbeys and libraries and stuff knew it. But all the peasants... Maybe all the peasants believed it was flat. They probably didn't know any better. So like people generally probably still didn't know it was round back then, but they're just talking about the intellectuals. Well, everybody thinks the Earth's flat again now. The Flat Earth Society has got a lot of new members. Everyone believes that again now. I don't know why, but they do. I'm not even joking, that's a thing. Look it up. Now. Oh, I mean, it's not like I can prove the world's not round. Wait, I mean, yeah. No, it's not like I can prove the world is round. I don't know how it works. Just got to assume it does. They went to space. I just think... No. I mean, it is a pretty counterintuitive thing to believe, isn't it? It's pretty... I mean, we take it for granted now, but it is quite a strange suggestion that the world's round, and it doesn't really feel like it is. You wouldn't know just from walking around. It's one of those things that seems obvious to us, but when you think about it, it's really not obvious. It took a lot of like advanced science and stuff to figure that out. Don't know how the ancient Greeks did it. I hope you got a thing. You don't though, sadly. Oh, cool. Well, at least the thing that we can do now to prove it's round is to sail all around the world. That works. You don't just fall off into the abyss like you do in Golden Sun, where the world is actually flat. Now, I just remembered a Let's Play of Golden Sun from years ago, from the Something Awful forums. So it was a text-based one because they don't believe in videos of RPGs. I remember that somebody doing that and ranting for like 10 paragraphs about how the geological consistency of the world of Golden Sun couldn't work. The world couldn't possibly be flat. How dare they make this fictional video game? Oh, but that happens. I thought that was daft. We get the beep to accompany us. And unfortunately we don't have enough... it's not even worth getting that. Not even worth it. There's going to be something bad. Well, no, there's not. But then suddenly there was. Right, stuff you. Shield, and then just jump over him. He doesn't even want me... Did you see how... Oh my goodness, Link. Or Quartz Rock, sorry. Quartz Rock. Oh my. They had to throw one last horrible thing at me, didn't they? Alright. Well, I'm going to use the shield spell. Absolutely brutal game. Absolutely brutal. I mean, I'm making this look fairly easy, perhaps, but this is really quite intricate stuff I'm doing here. Like, I'm a very good video game player. I'm not going to pretend I'm not. And this is... I can deal with this, barely, but I'm sure a lot of people just can't play this game, because they just can't deal with this sort of sword duel like this. This game's probably just flat out impossible for some people. And I feel sorry for them, because they should be able to enjoy this game. I mean, there's a good game lying in here. Lying underneath all of the awful hardness. There's a solid game, but there's just stuff like this that is just so hard. It is so hard. Ugh. Unless you just have to have... There's like a barrier. There's a reflexes barrier. For a second I thought I didn't have a key. Would have been bad. There's a entry-level barrier of reaction skills. You just have to be able to do the twitch reflexes stuff to fight these things. There's no way around it. Alright, I don't like this. This is bad. I got 3 bars of health. Oh, come on! Is this a joke? We've still got the boss after this. Oh! Wow, I couldn't have asked for better luck there. Excellent, and we got enough for a shield. Okay, we're suddenly back in the game now. But you see how you have to rely on luck like that? This is only the second dungeon. I almost got a game over. Let's use that shield before we get hit. Good. Not liking this. I'm doing a bad job. Oh dear. This went from quite good to quite bad. Ugh. Oh ho ho! Oh ho ho! I like the flash effect. Oh, I missed him. Oh ho ho! I thought I was dead, I won't lie. Right, up with you. And yeah, let's get that level up. Which I'd best use it now. I'd best not save up for the next level, because I'm on my final life. Good, everything's destroyed. Wow, that was tough. I'm on 1 life, and man. Now, you know what? There's really only one thing to do now. And what is that? It's finally... The time has finally come for Link to kill himself. Sorry, Link. We had a good adventure together, but all things have to come to an end. It's time for you to die. You're cursed after that 666 experience incident. The only thing we can do is just destroy you. There. That's the death of Link. And there's the game over screen, which terrified me so much as a child that I ran out of the room screaming and wouldn't go back in. And that's the truth. That dumps us right back at the very first place of the game, Princess Zelda's castle. But we've got all of our level ups, and our items, and the dungeons are finished, so sometimes you really are just best off killing yourself to get a game over. Because you lose all your experience when you run out of lives, and it's a real tragedy to get 1,000 experience and then die and game over and you lose all of it. Now, okay, I was hoping that I could destroy that thing, but I don't have the thing for that yet. Right, well, I'll be back when I return to that town, the 3rd town, and we get to the bridge. So, bye.